and welcome to another episode of Talk of the Crown. I don't know what happened earlier. If you're watching this on catch up, I tried to go live earlier and it went wrong because for some reason my phone was saying that it was locked and it wasn't, and the orientation was the wrong way up. So I've had to quickly come out of that chat and start a new one. So I'm hoping that everyone can find me again. Hello. It worked this time. All I had to do was just restart my phone. My phone wasn't on lock. I knew it wasn't on lock, so I just I think it was a glitch. I just restarted it and had to set up a new room. So I am hoping that everybody is getting a notification. I am hoping that nobody is in the other room. Let me just see what else it's saying. That's fine. Let me just... Right, so it's just saying my microphone's plugged in the wrong way. There we go. Right, microphone plugged in the correct way now. Now, I need to go and find the chat room because I did have it all open already and now it's gone. So let's just find it all again so I can see everybody. Well, that was a little bit eventful, wasn't it, people? There we go. Do you know, I hate it when technology goes wrong, especially when you don't know what to do to fix it. But normally rebooting things does kind of help. Right, I think most people have found it. Yes, we are back. Hello, hello, hello. Right, shall we start again? Hello, Georgia Sunshine. Hello and welcome. Right, let's pretend that never happened. Let's start again. Hello and welcome to Talk of the Crown. Saturday, the 21st of September, 2019. Hello, how are you all? I hope you've all had a fantastic week. And I suppose what an eventful royal week it's been. And we are, of course, going to be talking about lots of what's going on. But I need your guys' help this week because you need to prompt me a bit because my notes are a little bit thin on the ground today. Because you know I've had a lot going on, so I need you to prompt me with some really good questions. So please do. Don't be afraid to pick my brain today. Lisa says, I love your outfit, especially your bow tie and brooch. Thank you. It's the Union Jack bow tie, which you can see here, with this, it's not a royal replica, but I like it because it's an oversized pearl and diamond cluster, which I do like. And of course, the fringe tiara. Colleen says, wow, your skin looks amazing. It should do with all this lighting. My goodness, I've got two massive lights and a ring light in front as well. I've got two studio lights, a ring light. I should look glowing. Ooh, Andrea just saw Downton Abbey. Now, I really want to see that. So, no spoilers. But tell me, was it good? Christy, yes, I look very British today. Thank you to Kelly. H.M. the King says, I'm late. Just got in the door from Downton. Wow. I want reviews, but I don't want spoilers. So give me reviews about what you thought about the film, but no spoilers. Duchess of St Andrew says, confirmed you are glowing. Oh my goodness, really? I feel like I shouldn't be glowing this week, but there we go. Thank you to Joan. James Metaphor says, David Cameron is disrespectful to the Queen. Now, I did speak about this in half of my live chat yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday, wasn't it? And yes, David Cameron, the former British Prime Minister, not the previous one, the one before the previous one, has written his memoirs. He spent 3 years in his garden shed, literally. It's like one of those kind of, I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like an old-fashioned wagon that he's had in his garden. That's his man cave. Oh, do excuse me. Dust. Okay, you will not believe the amount of dust I have disturbed in this house by doing some moving around, and I've been sneezing for ages. So do excuse me if I sneeze, because I'm tight. Yeah, so he spent 3 years in his hut writing his memoirs, and now he's come out and he's made remarks about the Queen, and he's passed personal remarks. Not against her, it's nothing against her. He hasn't necessarily said anything bad about her personally, but he has revealed details such as her driving at breakneck speed around Balmoral and driving King Abdullah, and also that possibly, well, maybe she did intervene in the Scottish referendum because David Cameron, through press secretaries, did request that maybe the Queen could at least raise an eyebrow at something. And of course, the Queen did make a comment which was made to the press at the time. So was that the result of David Cameron's instigation? We don't know, and we will never know. But the palace did say that the Queen was displeased. She had suffered an amount of displeasure, which of course we know that the Queen would have given him a black fan flap, I think. Maybe no knighthood for David Cameron. It's in the King says, the Grand Duchess Vladimir Tiara made an appearance with the Emeralds. Ooh, when? Today? What? What are we talking about? Let me refresh something. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me when it made an appearance because I'm missing that one completely. Elizabeth Regina says shh, HM. HM the King says oh you mean in the movie? Right, I get you. I thought you meant in real life then. Brain mush. Okay. Right, so a spoiler, the Grand Duchess Vladimir Tiara made an appearance with the Emeralds. I'm liking. Ooh, now that's whet my appetite for the film entirely. Gail's going to see it next week here in Canada. And Tammy said, please take a trip to Highclere Castle and give us a live video tour. Now, they have a competition. Well, not a competition. They are opening up a room, maybe a couple of rooms at Highclere Castle, which is the castle where Downton Abbey is filmed. And they're putting it on Airbnb, and you can buy a room to stay in Highclere for £199, but there's only 2 rooms, and they're probably already gone now because it was out before. But they are holding like a proper dinner with all the service and everything going on. So 2 lucky people, or rather perhaps a couple, maybe 4 people in total, sharing the rooms, will experience a luxury Downton treat. But I did have a feeling maybe I should email Highclere Castle and ask them if they put me up too, and I could vlog. No, they don't need the exposure, but I might just try and be cheeky and ask. I don't know. Diana says Downton was excellent, well worth seeing. Ooh, I really do need to go. Thank you, Jackie J. Elizabeth Riddell says Downton Abbey was wonderful, very historically accurate. That's what I like to hear, especially with the royalty. I should hope so too. Gail, hello. Alicia says skin goals, face masks. You need the face masks. That was my mud pack from last week. Did you all see my mud pack in my weekly vlog? Aiton the King says it was very good and emotionally balanced. Ooh, no, I like emotionally balanced. Especially in an unemotionally balanced world. Let's scroll down. Aiton the King says, spoiler, and there's a scene where they played the entire national anthem. Ooh, that must have been when they arrived. When they arrived? Or dinner. Maybe dinner. Maybe when they came down for dinner. Maybe. Matthew Evans finally got his copy of a British Vogue. Wahey! What did you think of it? Barbara says it's playing nearby and I plan to go soon. I'm looking forward to seeing that movie. Did you have popcorn and hot dogs for those who went to see it today? I says, I think your name is I. Is it L or an I? Says, where is Meghan and Harry now? Well, they are believed to be back in the UK because they caught a flight home. And I do have a link with some pictures, but you'll have to scroll down about halfway to find them because it's other people first in the article. I don't know why they did that, but anyway, here's the article. For those watching on catch up, I will put it in the description box so you can follow along too. But scroll halfway down, people. Just do a really quick scroll down, and you will see Harry, well, mostly Meghan, with her kind of camel-coloured, cream-coloured coat, leaving. So this is Harry and Meghan leaving. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are leaving the venue. So it says Meghan left the car with a camel-coloured coat slung over her shoulder. I like the word slung. Slung over her shoulder, like a sack of potatoes. before being hurried into the Leonardo da Vinci Airport, where they will board a plane, jet back to the UK. Now, it's believed they flew out commercial. I haven't seen any evidence of this, but all the royal reporters are saying that they did fly commercial, so I'm assuming that it is correct, they did fly commercial. So you would probably imagine that they would be flying commercial back. We also do believe that Archie stayed at home, possibly with expressed milk. I know the bottle or the expressed question is still looming large, but people assured me, people who have experience with breastfeeding did inform me that you can express and freeze in advance. So perhaps Meghan spent most of last week expressing some extra, just so it could be frozen for a few days. There we go. So perhaps that's what happened. So I think Archie stayed at home with Nanny, possibly on expressed milk. One would not like to speculate on such an issue, but I'm sure the press will, seeing as it's such a hot topic these days. But anyway, those are the photos, and I don't think there's anything else particularly with the photos. But if you do want to know what the coat is, it is an Emporio Armani coat. And I won't give prices because it cheapens the whole thing. But it is a really gorgeous cashmere double cloth coat. I'm liking it. There we go. So that was, of course, leaving the wedding of her best friend, or one of her best friends, Misha Nunu. Oh, we see it. No, that was Harry from before. I still haven't seen, I don't think, a full length of Meghan's outfit from the previous night. Now, I know I was confused yesterday about the black dress. Was it to the actual wedding ceremony, or was it to a pre-dinner? I'm thinking it was to the actual ceremony. Because there's a quote underneath the picture saying, wearing a black gown as they arrived for the wedding ceremony in Rome yesterday. So I'm thinking the black was actually for the wedding ceremony itself, even though this wedding has taken place over about 3 days. So yes, so they would more than likely be back in the UK now, ahead, of course, of their tour, because they'll be flying out to Africa to kick off their tour Monday. So yes, quite a bit of travel going on, but it is believed that they have flown commercial. Let's see what people are saying. We haven't really got any decent photos of them particularly yet. Let me just scroll up and read some of the questions. Do I have any pictures of Meghan in what she wore to the wedding? If you look on that link, there are pictures, but I haven't got a full length. Alicia says the press got stranded at Heathrow Airport on the way to Africa for the royal tour. So they must be flying out in advance this time, because sometimes they do fly on the plane. So if they're going out in advance, I'm thinking that they are not on the plane. Karine says we have a new cinema here with lounge chairs and all. Oh, we have one of those too. It's amazing. I much prefer the big lounge things. If you're frozen, refresh the screen entirely. Jamie, I am sure I will love it. Catherine says, hi Elliot, I am ready for the royal tour. Harry, Meghan and King Archie, 5 together, 5 apart. Since they are going on an official trip, why no government transportation? Well, we don't know exactly what plane they're going to take, because they haven't left on it yet. So we don't entirely know what plane. Will it be a British Airways one? Will it be one a government official plane? We don't actually know. But yes, you are right. It is at the request of the Foreign Office. It is, of course, to improve relations, or rather further relations between the UK and Africa, strengthen partnerships, and of course to introduce Harry and Meghan and Archie officially to Africa, even though they've been there before. Meghan in her previous existence, Harry in his previous existence before Meghan, and of course they're bringing Archie. Now we don't know how much of Archie we're going to see. That wasn't penciled into any of the schedule that we saw, but of course I'm sure we're all hoping, I'm sure the press are hoping, that there will be some kind of introduction, some kind of photo call or something going on. But who knows? We will get what we get whenever we get it. So unless they release anything in the meantime to actually say, to clarify when that's going to be, just expect the unexpected is what I would probably say. Betsy Herman says, yes, I saw your mud pack and was inspired to give myself a face mask too. Which one did you go for? Kathy G says, do you have to see the series in order to enjoy the movie? Ooh, that's a question for people that have seen the movie. Do you have to, is it a standalone movie? Can you just go there and watch it and not have watched anything previously? Do let us know if you have seen it. Thank you to Angelica, who's made a comment about how I look tonight. Barbara says, I have read all the Outlander books. I have not. And all the TV shows so far, and I just love it. I haven't read or watched Outlander at all. What have I missed? Annette says, what snacks do you have at the movies? Oh, popcorn, hot dogs, nachos, sweets, chocolates. Probably typical food. Probably typical movie food, I would imagine. Vinnie Blair says, good for you. You got the smart work dresses 2 days ago. Ooh, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with the dress? Dresses? Let me know. PJR says, you don't know until you try. Approach iClear and see if they will go for it. They may be looking for a British publicity go-between. I would love to. Believe me, if they could put me up in another room at the same time as the other people and would let me vlog, I'm there. I really am there. Alicia says, unfortunately they're in the air now, but it was great when it lasted. And Kelly said, oh yeah, some people having a conversation back and forth. PJR says, what the hell do you know about express milk? People told me yesterday. I asked people, can you express and freeze? Like how many days could you conceivably plan for? Do you know what I mean? And people said 3 days fine. You can express, you can freeze. It's fine. So that was the information I got back. I learned about the world of expressing. There we go. Karine says, if you like period pieces, this should be sumptuous. Oh, I can't wait. Cheryl says, I read that the US and UK press is stranded at Heathrow. The BA flight did not leave for Africa. Don't know how true that is. Well, like I said, I've been a little bit out of it this week in terms of, I mean, I've kept up with the major things, but the little things, I've kind of been a bit behind. I've had other stuff going on in my life, in particular the last couple of days, the last couple of weeks. So if I haven't actually, that detail hasn't come to me, so I will check that out to see if they have been stranded. But I can't think why they'd be stranded. Maybe delayed. Maybe just a few hours delay. Sometimes planes do get delayed, but stranded might sound a little bit drastic. I don't know. Were they delayed by a few hours? I mean, that's happened to me before in the past. A few hour delay on a plane. So might not be as drastic as it sounds, I'm afraid. And Lewis says, Elliot, is it correct the royal report? I just answered that. I'm not entirely sure, so I can't say either way. H.M. the King to Elizabeth Regina says, ooh, there's much more I could talk about. Watch it already so I can speak. Yes, okay, we all need to watch it. Then we can all talk about it next week. Okay, let's make a pledge. Let's all see if we can go and see the Downton Abbey movie at some point in the week before Saturday, and then we can all talk about it. Kathy G says, the Smart Works capsule, the Smart Set, sold enough units to dress the ladies, but yes, and I'm going to go, you've reminded me, I'm going to go to Sussex Royal. I did get that one. So Meghan, if I will post the link in case you don't know it, although I'm sure you probably already do. There you go, link coming up. So if you click on the latest photo, Meghan talks about it. She's put a post and there's a couple of photos, and this is what she says. So just over 1 week ago, the Duchess of Sussex announced the launch of #TheSmartSet, an initiative to support the women of the Smart Works charity. In just over 1 week, your active support has helped equip the women of Smart Works with enough units from the capsule collection to help for a full year! Exclamation mark. Though many of the items sold out quickly, most are being restocked. So there you go. If you've missed out and you want some, they're being restocked. Keep checking so you can continue to play your part in partnership with Jigsaw, John Lewis, Marks and Spencer's and Misha Nunu. This project utilises the one-to-one model where for each item purchased, the same item is donated to empower these women as they mobilise into the workforce. There is still one more week, so please continue to spread the word and know that your small contribution is having a big impact in helping women in the community. Thank you for your continued support. More updates soon. Wow! So there we go. Most are sold out. It is being restocked. I don't know timescales, but maybe if they can't physically get them restocked, maybe you can pre-order. I don't know all the specifics, but do check online. If you're in the UK, pop into the stores. There may still be some, because I imagine most of the selling out probably happened online. I would imagine. So actually you may stand a better chance of getting some. I'm thinking if you actually go into a physical store. So that might be one idea if you are in the UK. Although if you're not in the UK, if you know someone in the UK that can get you on, see maybe that route, or just keep checking online. Pamela says, hi there from New Jersey, going to lunch on Tuesday, followed by the Downton Abbey movie. Well, hey, lunch and Downton. Cat Lover says you should reach out to the Royal Look for Less for a voucher for you. I did do that. They gave me one a long time ago. It's obviously lapsed now, but they did. They did give me a code. I think I had something like 20 or 25% off with that code. Ooh, I think it's jumped quite a bit. Hang on just a second. Let's go back up. Oh, it's jumped very far down. Right, I need to find Cat Lover's comment because that's the last one that I read. Ah, there we go. Rose says, has there ever been a working royal living outside the UK Commonwealth? Do they give up titles and financial support? Do you mean one that was working that now not? I mean, the only... there has been posts about, if you look at the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, they went to the Caribbean at some point after he abdicated, and he was Governor General, I do believe, of one of the Caribbean countries, and they were still working royals and still I suppose representing the UK and performing a duty, but I think when they returned and they settled in Paris, I think they did give up any funding, but not their titles. Although Wallis Simpson, of course, was never HRH. Cheryl says, you know the press already gave the cost of the dress. Yes, I know. I saw the dress and it was lovely. It was lovely. Jackie J says, I purchased one of the smart dresses in blue. Ooh. You know, I like that colour too. That, if I was going to pick one and wear one, that would have been the one. Vinny Blair says, a royal reporter stranded at Heathrow's BA flight to Cape Town. Ooh, so that if it was cancelled, they are stranded. Okay, I'm going to trust you in that, because you've obviously looked. Wow. Okay, so if it was cancelled, they'd have to wait for another one to be put on, which means they are stranded. Well, maybe not such a big problem, because they'll definitely get a flight before Monday, one would hope. So, or rather, one might not hope, depending on your view. So, so yes, it would appear, if that is true, that they are stranded indeed. Betsy says, is it healthy for a woman to keep lactation going on as long as possible if you can prevent later? Okay, I have no idea on that one. Tell me, what is the safe zone, the safe time zone to be expressing and lactating? I don't know. Somebody inform me. It and the King says, Mum liked Downton a lot and she didn't even see the series. There we go. So just go watch it, I think. Curtis says, today for Meghan and Harry's Africa tour, UK and US media flight has been cancelled by Harry and Meghan. Oh, no, I don't think Harry and Meghan would cancel it. It must have been cancelled by the airline. Harry and Meghan cannot cancel, you know, a British Airways flight, for example. They don't have that level of power. Not even the Queen could cancel a BA flight. Reg says, hello. I am picking up my September Vogue tomorrow, finally. good because it will almost not be published. It's nearly into October. Carolyn says, I wouldn't wear black to a wedding. Well, lots of people have said the same thing. As a standalone dress, I thought it was lovely. I liked the long, I think I called them elongated puff sleeves in like a voile. They did look gorgeous. The dress looked gorgeous. The detailing on it, the little waves, looked gorgeous. I liked the earrings that followed the contour of the ear. Harry looked very classic in his black. But I understand what people are saying. It's not typical wedding colours. People typically go to weddings wearing a pattern or a colour. But Meghan was very classic. It was a very classic black dress. It was a very classic look. And I don't think she would wear something to one of her best friend's weddings that she thought would, not suit the wedding. So I'm imagining there was a certain amount of planning and preparation involved in that outfit choice. So I'm assuming that she wore something that she felt, well, number one, felt comfortable in. Number two, looked really, really good in. And number three, would have fit with, I suppose, whatever kind of theme Misha's wedding was. So yeah, as long as she was happy in what she's wearing. But I understand what people are saying. It's not the typical sort of wedding pattern, purples and pales and pastels and all the rest of it. But she did look really good in it. And if she was comfortable and happy, that's all that matters. Oh, apparently it's on Chris Ship's Twitter. There we go. Not an account I often go to. Let's have a look. Oh, look, why does it put me on there? Me and technology, I don't know. What is it like? Right, he's coming up. Right, where would it be? Oh, looks like William and Kate's airline choice has got the slot. What? Oh, okay. Right. 3 hours ago, he posted a picture of a Flybe aircraft, and it looks like is he on board the plane or is he inside the airport? Anyway, he's put, looks like William and Kate's airline of choice has got the slot ahead of us. So I think they must have sent a Flybe plane in the slot ahead of the reporters. So maybe a little bit of repositioning going on. 4 hours ago, he put, so we appear to be moving roughly 21 hours after we were meant to move. Oh, so they were delayed by 21 hours. But Harry and Meghan wouldn't have cancelled it. They were delayed. There we go. When you know your flight is delayed, very delayed, it still has last night's scheduled departure time on the screen. Ooh. Yeah, it was just very delayed. So we should be landing about now in Cape Town for the start of the Royal Tour Africa, but the view from my window is of Heathrow Airport. Yeah, they were delayed. There we go. I can confirm they were delayed. Sharona says, my review is, on Downton, is great acting and story. Amazing to see it on the bigger screen. And it's not a spoiler, but well done, Maggie Smith's storyline. You'll know what I mean when you see it. Ooh, I love a juicy Maggie Smith dowager storyline, definitely. 7, Lily says, Eugenie and Meghan both wore black. I wonder if they were unofficial bridesmaids for Misha. Like I said, that it could have been in conjunction with some kind of theme going on. Perhaps they had a role in the wedding. One doesn't quite know, and I don't think we will. Yeah, it may be an Air Force plane. Oh, Becky Ray's saying the press one was cancelled due to mechanical problems. Anne Lewis says, we saw Meghan's back in a sequin top. It could be a scarf because no one saw the full outfit. It could have been maybe a shawl, but it looked to me like it was in the detail of the kind of voile going on. Nefeta says, Meghan's dress was navy blue, not black. Some people have said navy blue, and to me it looks black. but it could have been that really deep midnight navy that looks almost black. So where's the link gone? Have I turned the link off? No, it's here. So if I go back up, you see, to me, it looks black. Yes, I mean, sometimes navy and black are very hard to tell apart. Okay, maybe there is a slight bluish haze to it in the voile. Okay, should we go with midnight navy? A very dark midnight navy. And then that might be closer to the colour. Georgia Sunshine says, I am flying to Florida soon to spend time with my mum and may take her to see the Downton Abbey movie. Do it. Do it. I'm going to try and go this week. Samantha, you would not have got a notification because I had to quickly change rooms, kind of. But hey, I think most people have found us now because we have 506 people watching. Hello to 506 people out there. HM the King says, no, you do not have to see the series. It would help if you knew the names of the characters, though. Okay, so maybe just do a quick cast check. Alicia says, character check rather. How does he know Harry and Meghan did it? Oh no, Harry and Meghan cannot cancel a plane. If some people are saying that, then I think they're doing a little bit too much, well, probably living in fantasy land on that one. Chibli Meatball says, watching the series helps, but when I saw it, they had a summary of the series before the film. Handy, because I think they knew that some people may not have watched the entire series. So there you go. They have your back. They have you covered. Just going down a little bit. Maria, I would love a proper full-length picture of Meghan's dress, but unfortunately I don't have it. But there we go. Yes, people should look up Downton Abbey recap on YouTube. And it's a video of Carson and Mrs. Hughes explaining the series. Handy. Handy indeed. Rukia says, hi guys, hi Elliot, you've missed a great show with Outlander. Even my manly husband loves that series and Vikings. Oh, I love Vikings. Why have I not seen this series? I do not know. And Louis says, South Africa is volatile at the moment. These reporters are putting the couple at risk. Can these reporters stranded for 2 weeks? I can't grant your wish. I'm not a fairy godmother, is my answer to that one. PJR says, you're a wasted talent. Well, you know, with my billions of subscribers, maybe the world should see. No, which talent are you on about? I don't think I have a talent. Elderly Poodle says, I've seen 5 episodes, will I get it? Oh, probably. Which series were your 5 episodes from? Basenia Golf says, I also bought the dress and am pleased with my purchase. I hope the press have a miserable time in Africa. Ooh, there might be gnats that bite them. Trey says, British press won't fly out until tomorrow and they are not happy at all. Elect Lady says they gave a list of 13 people that would be travelling with them. Samantha Cohen is going as well. Okay. Tammy says, go ahead and write to them at high clear and see. You never know till you try. That is true. You do never know until you try. I don't know if I'm big enough for them to let me do that though. I don't know. A B2B Field N says, why did the media asking about feeding method? No one asked when Duchess Catherine had children. I'm thinking it's because they want to call her a bad mum. I have no idea. That's the first time I ever saw an article with posing the question, was it expressed or bottle or formula? Seriously, I mean, if you missed the story, it was when Meghan was making her speech launching her Smart Set collection. She made a little comment to one of the other people, quietly, not on camera, but it was caught on camera, where she said she had to leave now because it was feeding time. She had to go back home and feed. And the press speculated, was it because, was it expressed? Or was it, did she need... Oh, no, that wasn't the occasion, was it? No, that was the occasion when we thought that she was naturally feeding. What was the occasion when she did it express? I mean, my mind has gone to mush. You have to remind me on that one. Right, I'm just going down again. Anne Lewis says the reporters can fly private jets. What a headline! Royal standards due to Thomas Cook and took private jets. Lots of people take private jets, but when the royals do it, well, at least since Harry and Meghan have been taking private jets, it's become questionable by the media themselves. They've been the ones that have induced the questionableness of private jet flights, and I don't think that's going to go away now. It's kind of like they've opened Pandora's box. It's self-inflicted because, you know, the media have done it themselves. They've opened the Pandora's box, and, you know, it's going to be hard to get it back in. So I think from now on, forever, you know, royals are going to have to be very careful about when they do use private jets. Can it be justified? And that's what we're going to be living in now. It's going to be private jet this, private jet that, commercial this, commercial that. Angela says, I wonder if the so-called royal reporters are being environmentally conscious regarding the flights. I have no idea if they are carbon offsetting or not. Sonia says, we learned today that Meghan's Vogue sold out in 12 days. And in just 1 week, her smart set collection has provided enough clothing for 1 year. That's the Meghan effect. It's done amazing. It really, really has. And it seems like everything she touches turns to gold. We had the cookbook. Again, we had the smart set. We had the Vogue issue. So it seems like she's a really good saleswoman, isn't she? So I think she knows that one of the ways to make an impact is through product, and that's kind of, I suppose, one of the methods of big business. You know, a product or a service is something that people can actually get tangible, if you know what I mean. Like, it's something that they can actually have, and if the money raised goes towards a cause, they know that what they're buying has an impact further down the line. So yes, if you can sell things, then you can make an impact. But not all royal work is about money raised. Most royal work is about awareness, is about you know, opening people's minds, opening conversations. So we shouldn't let, I suppose, you know, work that you can actually define as it's raised this much, or it's sold this much, or it's sold out in this time, with really important work that goes on about raising awareness of things, or releasing stigmas, or, you know, for example, you know, looking forward to the Africa tour, when Harry goes and visits the landmine area in Angola where Diana walked. You know, just that visual image of him walking there will raise awareness and probably funds through charitable donations towards the final steps of removing landmines in the area. So it doesn't have to be a product, it doesn't have to be a service, it could just be an action or a word or a speech that can have just as much impact, but in a different way. So we shouldn't lose sight of, it's not just about how much money or how much product sold, although that is very tangible and it's very measurable. It's quite difficult to measure the impact of changing people's opinions, and you get what I mean. So I'm going to move on. Live Love Now says, Meghan and Harry have that much power to cancel flights. No, they cannot cancel British Airways flights. My goodness, even if they wanted to. Sarah says, am I the only one who's wondering if the Queen is annoyed because David Cameron outed her getting involved in politics? Well, we still don't know for sure if that's the reason why. It could have been off the cuff, although people are speculating that it was a plant. We will never know. Anne Berg says, can we perhaps compromise and call it espresso? Getting fed up with this baby diet debate debacle. If you want to call it espresso, we can. Alicia says, I wish that the press would be caught flying a private jet. I'd love to see their credibility sink. Betsy says, oh, where have you gone, Betsy? It's gone. Oh my goodness, where has it all gone? Going up, trying to find Betsy again. Ooh, where did you go? Ooh, lots of deleted comments. I'm wondering what's gone on. Where did Betsy's comment go? Okay, I must have been quite far behind because there's lots of comments. Oh, do you know what it is? It's because I didn't get to set slow mode. Because I had slow mode, slow chat set on the previous one, and when I came out, I couldn't set it because I was doing it from my phone. Okay, where did that comment go? Oh, hang on. It jumped all the way down to the bottom. Right, I'm just going to start from where I am now. So, I think this might be it. Betsy says, I'm going to a matinee of Downton Abbey early in the week, Monday or Tuesday, I hope. Well, I hope you enjoy it. V says, hello, first time I've caught a live chat in a few months. Happy to be here live. Hello and welcome. When is Meghan's flight to Africa? It starts on Monday. So, seeing as they're only 2 hours ahead, I'm thinking Monday. Natheta Pre says, you can put your email address on the sites and they will notify you when the items are available. Well, there you go. That's a good tip. Just going down a little bit. Going down. Yes, he was governor of the Bahamas. That was it. Marie says, what do you think about that reporter giving Catherine credit for the success of the SmartWorks collection? To be honest, that story escaped me entirely. So I don't know which reporter said it. I don't even know if it's true. But I don't know why somebody would credit someone else for someone else's work. That seems a little bit weird and strange to me. I don't know how you could make the link between Catherine and what Meghan did for SmartWorks. I really don't know how you could get from Catherine to Meghan being successful at the SmartWorks and putting them together and saying that Catherine was the cause of that. I have no idea. Speechless on that one, I'm afraid. Doesn't make sense. Okay, moving down. Hayton the King says, Cameron knows he's been naughty. I wouldn't surprise if Her Majesty reached out to him directly. He learned a lesson for sure. Don't cross the Queen. I'm sure she gave him one of her looks if the next time that she'll see him. Oh no. The Sussexes are not moving to live permanently in Africa. No. Even if the media keep pushing it, no, they are not. Camilla Tominey was on AUTV talking about the possibility of the Sussexes moving. Well, look, talking about the possibility of something is not talking about the actuality of something. I mean, it's possible that the moon, under certain circumstances, could crash down into the earth and plunge us all into darkness and obliteration. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, does it? Connie says, long lactation only helps women used to routinely nurse for up to 3 years. Ouch. I'd be very sore, I think, around the areas. You know what I mean. Samantha Allen says, the old Duke of Gloucester worked for the royal family in Australia. He was there for a couple of years. In the 50s, other dukes have worked abroad as well. But I don't think they lose their titles or anything like that if they do. Definitely not. Oh, they have a drawing of the gown in Hello. There we go. So no, I haven't seen a full length. Jill says, I had a cousin who nursed her boys until they were in kindergarten. Drove my mum nuts when the 5-year-old would walk to his mum and ask for a drink. Oh! Oh no. Maybe not at 5 years old. Yes, I think maybe 9 months to a year is a little bit better. Yes, I don't think we should be making too much fuss about her wearing black at the wedding. And yes, I did see a few other people in black. There we go. People talking about the midnight blue versus black. Where's my crown? Here. Okay, lots of people talking about... yes, I think it probably was more of a black tie affair. Q says, let's not forget the wedding is in September, so deeper tones are appropriate. Black is not a negative colour. I wish people would stop with thinking it's bad. Yeah, I don't get that either. Black's one of my favourite colours. I love black. I wear black a lot. I look better in dark colours. I've got a black cat who can't change her fur colour, although I think she would look lovely in pink. But no, yeah, I agree. Black should not be referred to or thought of as negative at all. Liv Last says the groom's best friend's wife, Carly Kloss, wore black as well. I think lots of people did. I'm not sure why all messages were being deleted. Let me just take a little peek at what one of them was. Oh right, lots of conversations going on. Okay. I'm sorry because there's no slow mode on, so the moderators are having to work. Be very click happy. Oh, Jason the King says the dress was white and gold, not blue. Are you referring to that dress that you look at? Some people saw it one colour and some people saw it the other. Yes, I love Vikings too. I think we all want to see a picture of that wedding dress. Have I ever been to Highclere? No. I'll try not to belittle myself. Thank you, Lisa, who says I look handsome. Fran says the Duchess of Devonshire was a good one. Yes. Isilia says, Elliot, the expressed milk thing started when the Duchess went... Oh, that was it, the US Open. Do you know what? This week, my brain is like mush. The last 2 weeks, my brain has been mush. Yes, of course, it was the US Open. And she went to the US Open, and the press were asking, did she leave expressed or formula? Because Harry was left behind with baby. So they were wondering if he was being formula fed or from expressed. That was it. Thank you for reminding me. Adrienne says the media is so bigoted towards her, but they'd be bored without her. She is the golden goose to them, and they know that. But I do think they have been on kind of good behaviour the last week because they know they've got the tour coming up. So maybe a little bit of buttering up may have been going on. Annette says if a nursing mum doesn't express or nurse, it becomes painful and the breasts become enlarged. Think of a balloon filled with so much air, it's ready to pop. Oh my goodness. Meghan knew it was her time to be Darcy. Oh my goodness. Oh, the things your poor bodies go through. Oh my goodness. Just imagine, just inflating. How do you cope? I really have no idea. Do I have a replica of Diana's wedding tiara? Yes, I do. I do have the Spencer tiara. PJR says, I must say goodnight here in Eastern US. I know it's an old... Oh, As Time Goes By is on. I used to watch that and enjoy Time Goes By. Right, alright, it's jumped all the way down to the bottom, which may be a good thing, I don't know. Right, I'm going to skip up a little bit because I've probably missed lots and lots and lots. Anne-Marie has just joined and not seen a live chat for a while. Hello. Lots of comments about the expressing. Fran says, love your posh bling. Thank you. It's real diamonds. What happened to my teddy bear? It's in the cupboard. Ooh, did someone pay $65 for a Vogue magazine? Oh my goodness, really? Oh, but you were in M&S. No, where were we? You were in the shop to buy M&Ms and you saw it for £3, so you bought it for the sake of it. Oh my goodness. Rochelle is going to see Downton with some of your sorority sisters. Yes, of course, I will bring us info and pics from the Sussex's African trip when it's happening daily. I will try and do. Okay, this is so because they are 2 hours ahead in Africa. It works in my favour because probably because they will be finishing their days of engagements earlier than me. So let's just say they finish an evening engagement 10 o'clock. I'll be looking to compile a day's worth of footage and photographs and that kind of thing, and probably post a video around about 7 or 8 GMT in the evening. So, so it should work in my favour than being a couple of hours ahead, because hopefully I can get almost a whole day's worth of engagements into one vlog, into one video. So hopefully, you know, it'll be really entertaining and I can compile everything together. So yes, I will bring daily updates on the tour. But I'm aiming for putting it all into one video. Vinny Blair says, too many people think they know what the Queen is thinking and feeling. Nobody knows what Her Majesty is thinking. It's in the King says, I really love the photo of Prince Charles and the former Queen Beatrix embracing each other today. Sweet old buddies. Yes, I did see a hint of that. Where did it go? Yes, if you go to the Clarence House on Twitter, you will see lots of things going on, and for some reason I clicked it off. But yes, I'm going to click on it again. And there are some nice videos, which hopefully I may get time to turn into a video. Like I say, I have been a bit behind recently. But yes, there is a beautiful photo and some video footage too. So do go and check that out. Charles, of course, in his typical grey suit. And yeah, all just looking very happy. I like him in his sunglasses, I have to say. Live, Love and Laugh says, I thought a dowager was an elderly aristocrat woman, not necessarily a widower. Learn something. Yes, it's usually a widower. So if you were a duchess and you were married to a duke, if the duke died before you, you would be a dowager duchess, or you could be a dowager countess, and so on. Okay, Nefeta Priest says, I just went on the Valentino site. It is navy blue. There we go. We can confirm it is navy blue, not black. But a very dark navy blue, I would say. Anne, I need to drink some water. Anne says the press has Meghan and Harry as their story. Yes, they're using Meghan to sell. Well, I don't know. I think they have different narratives for different royals, to be quite honest. Let me just drink. And I think they like to whip up a little bit of a storm between the duchesses, and I don't think it's right to do it, and I don't think that's what's going on behind closed doors at all, to be honest. And there has been a little bit, because they're being so down on Meghan at the moment, what they've tried to do to annoy people, and I really do think they're trying to annoy people, is they're trying to build up Catherine. So whenever Catherine comes out with something at the moment, they're saying, you know, if you look at the headlines, it's all wonderful this and, you know, on point this and all the rest of it. And I think they're trying to wind people up. I really do. And in some cases, it's working because people are getting wound up. But I wouldn't let that wind you up. Just ignore what the press are doing and just look at any member of the royal family's individual engagements with their own merit, because like I say, all engagements are different, all projects are different, all royal roles are kind of different. Even though they're unofficial royal roles, they are all different, and they're all different people as well. So I don't like to see all these competition things going on. I think the press are doing it at the moment, at this particular time, to wind people up, because they know, they are aware of some of the flack that they're getting on Twitter and all the rest of it, and I think they're trying to whip people up into a frenzy, and I think they're getting their wish, because a lot of people are getting whipped up into a frenzy over what they're doing, and people are being reactionary to what they're doing, and it's giving them what they want, I'm afraid. Anything says, who's Misha No No? No, it's Nunu, not No No. It's, see, I keep wanting to say Nonu, but it's Nunu. Hello to Wendy, who's joined not long ago. Annette says, the Sun printed an article, do I want to read this? By Phil Dampier and Graham Culliford on the 15th of the 9th, 2019, entitled Meghan owes success of SmartWorks charity fashion launch to sister-in-law Kate Really? Oh my goodness. How on earth did they work that one out? Why would she owe that? Right. I think I'm going to need to Google this and look at it. I'll look it up right now. Let's see if I can Google it. I think I've got it straight away. Would this be the one? Meghan Markle owes success of SmartWorks charity fashion launch to sister-in-law Kate Middleton. I think I found it. Right, let me just see if I can quickly skim read. And many think she has sister-in-law Kate to thank. What many people? Many think? Who are these many? As she looks to bury their differences and learn from the women best placed to help her. What? Really? Right, one well-placed source revealed Meghan accepts that she had lost her way and lost her mojo. She knows she needs to take radical action to get the public back on board and allow people to fall for her again, just like this. Who wrote this rubbish? Kate is a huge inspiration as she has provided a priceless masterclass since she married. Oh no. And realises she has a lot to learn from her. Kate is constantly graceful and elegant, flawless, actually, and has an intuition for how ordinary British people think and feel about things. Right, okay. Whilst I would agree with the compliments that are being put towards Catherine, you know, she is elegant, you know, she does have an affinity for what British people wear. I do not think that she's trying to teach or mentor Meghan, or that Meghan is looking to Catherine for inspiration or to help find her way again. That is just nonsense. Absolute, complete. This is just opinion presented as fact, and it's just a load of nonsense. Kate has been constantly graceful. Well, I mean, she is graceful and elegant, so I can't doubt that. But it's nothing to do with Meghan. And has an intuition for how ordinary people, whatever, which Meghan has struggled to grasp. Oh my goodness! Well, this Artie Clay needs a fan flap away, I think. What? Meghan knows her reputation has taken a battering, and she has made big mistakes, but she's convinced she can turn it around. From now on, we will see a very different Duchess of Sussex, one that is more humble and considerate, one that is more like Kate. Oh my goodness! Oh, really? I'm not even going to read the rest of it. It's nonsense. Oh my goodness! Really? Really? I'm speechless. That is just... Alright, that is just opinion presented as fact. Like I say, you know, I agree with the compliments that they are giving Catherine. She is elegant. She, you know, back from when she first married William, she's always dressed impeccably. You know, she I don't think I've ever seen her do a fashion faux pas. You know, she's always been elegant and stylish. She's always supported British brands. But that has nothing to do with Meghan. And she is certainly not the inspiration behind Meghan doing what she did with the smart set. You cannot link, whichever way you want to do it, you cannot link Catherine to what Meghan did with the smart set. So, yes, it's just a complete load of rubbish. Curtis says, somebody is taking credit off Meghan's smart work. They buy some dress and put to sell on Amazon. Oh no. For double the price. Oh. Well, if they're not donating the money to charity, that's bad. Yes, now, there is a video on the BBC saying that the BBC apologises to Prince Harry for failing to warn him they were publishing neo-Nazi propaganda. That is true. So they did put a documentary out, and they did mention Harry's name in it because some of those neo-Nazis promoting their own propaganda did mention Harry in the piece. And usually what the BBC would do, if there is a member of the royal family in one of their pieces, they would notify the palace of who that royal is and what the context is, what the content is. They may even send a little preview, a little clip of what's being shown. In this case, they didn't, and of course that went out, and the palace were not happy that they were not informed of what was going out. So yes, that's what that story is all about. Dawn Horton says the Kate Middleton success story was based on the article. Oh, is that why I was getting all the hashtag Kate Middleton success story things in one of my live chats a few days ago? Like I say, I have been out of the loop. I have been dealing with my own crises. Is it crisis? Crisis going on. There were two crises going on. So I missed that one. Is that what all the hashtag was going on? Because people were asking me to react to it, and I was like, oh, I don't really know what's going on. Cheryl says the press have a very short memory. I remember when they treated her terrible. The press at some time have treated... Right, the British press, it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost a bit like a fetish to them. They really enjoy building people up. Build. And then they really enjoy knocking them down, because they know that the higher they build somebody, the more dramatic it is. The more column inches, the more money they can get when they put them down. But the only difference between Meghan is that there wasn't a lot of time spent building her up. Usually they take a lot longer. But I think they saw a massive opportunity with all the rumours coming out of the royal separation and split. And that they wanted a victim. They wanted a villain, not a victim, they wanted a villain of the piece. And of course, Meghan, to them, fit the bill perfectly as the villain. She's the person who'd just come into the family. She's the person that has biracial heritage. She is the person that's American. She is the person that's, that is making her own little mark on the role. Well, little, her big impact on the role. So they wanted a villain, and they chose Meghan for lots of different reasons. And they know that they can make lots of money out of her. So, oh, I have a donation. Wendy, $20. Thank you so much, Wendy. I know my set's falling down behind me, but you get a golden fan flap. So thank you so much. Mwah. Let's just put it back up again. There we go. I need a flag bearer. Cat Lover has to go. Bye, Cat Lover. Samantha Allen says Catherine does not create anything she does. She did have a big creative input in the garden, especially the first one at Chelsea. She did actually have input on the design stage, and as a family they even collected and curated things to go in the garden. So she did have an impact on the design of that. What did someone say about stirring? Going up slightly. Rhonda says, whatever you were reading, yes, that was that article. Now look, my phone's, my battery pack's not working, so I've got 20% battery left. There we go. So I've got 20% battery left, so I may have to go in the next 10 minutes. Just because my external battery pack is not working. I don't know why. I think it's the cords. Whatever I'm reading is garbage. Yes, Catherine is precious. The Duchess of Sussex was doing charity work and helping people long before she met Prince Harry. That is true. Don't believe everything you read, especially from the Sun. That should be said. And I agree with Live, Love and Laugh. None of those clothes on the capsule collection are Catherine's style at all. No, it very much has Meghan's fingerprints all over them. Entirely. Marilyn says the truth is some of the else were never interested in the royal. Yes, yes, I agree. Lots of people have come to the channel, come to the royal family because since Meghan joined, and like I say, I've always hoped, that people have come to the royal family because of Meghan and also found other royals, maybe not as much as Harry and Meghan, but other royals that at least they have an interest in at some point. Annette says, 19.99, thank you. It's not much, but use it for you. We love you. Thank you so much, Annette. And of course, you get the golden, my almost dead golden fan flap. I need lots more fans. Mwah. Right, just going up again. Right, Jerry says, vlog says, what? Right, at the minute, I am filming on an iPhone. Literally, I bought a brand new webcam about 4 weeks ago, and YouTube changed their thing. So they cut out Hangouts on Air. That's gone now. So I have to use, they want me to use an encoder for the webcam. I have no idea how to do it. I tried to do it. I failed miserably. So I have a brand new webcam in the drawer that has never been used because YouTube changed how they do things, and I don't know how to work an encoder. So for the past 4 or 5 weeks, I have been filming on my phone, which has an external battery pack, but I think the cable might not be working, so the power isn't getting to the phone, basically. What papers in England are not tabloids? I suppose things like the Financial Times and, most of the newspapers are kind of tabloids. We call them red tops. So any with a red top, like the Daily Mirror and the Sun, they are the sort of tabloids. Yes, that is a shame. Bad YouTube. Seaside Mom says, I have an interest in all other things, in all other royals other than Harry and Meghan, but there isn't enough coverage anymore to keep me interested. I know, and I do think there's a shortage of royal reporters, and I think they need more of them. Or, like I said before, I think the royal family themselves need to put out more of their own photos, more of their own videos to cover all the gaps, because there is gaps. And sometimes, even on my channel, there is so much going on that it's very difficult to make a video on every single thing, especially when YouTube limit the notifications being sent out to only 3 videos in 24 hours, which, like I say, is probably fine for just a normal channel that maybe posts once a day, maybe a couple of times a week. But when you are effectively a news channel where every single story could almost warrant its own video, you could be doing 5, 6, 7 videos a day, and if notifications aren't going out, people aren't seeing the videos. So it can be a little bit tricky. I think YouTube should make an exception for news channels, because people know that if they subscribe to a channel that is delivering news items, that there is going to be multiple videos a day. So I don't think people are too concerned about being, spammed by videos if they've actively selected to subscribe to a news type channel. Julie says, is there a help desk at YouTube that could help with your new webcam? Oh, they don't do it. They just, there's there's a big load of words that don't make any sense to me whatsoever, basically. So I could do with someone coming to the house to help me set one up, to be perfectly honest. I haven't got a clue. I've tried to do it myself. I failed miserably. I don't know how to do it. Maria says, so sorry to hear of your family's loss. Yes, we have had a loss. I will keep you all, especially your nan, in prayer. Thank you so much to everyone who has shown support to me and towards my family over the difficult time. Yeah, it's been a difficult couple of weeks. Princess Anne does work very, very hard indeed, and the Queen does indeed adore Sophie. Seaside Mum says, I do pop in from time to time for a little catch up. Totally enjoy the vlogs on my other channel, Elliot's British Life, and do watch those every week. Thank you so much. Do I plan to do a live chat at 7 GMT? Do you mean during the tour? I don't know. I mean, it depends on. Do you mean tomorrow on Sunday, or do you mean the tour? If you mean the tour, I will do live pop-up chats whenever there is something to do one on. But like I say, I plan to do, you know, a video of the day's engagement, a roundup of the day's engagements, hopefully in the correct order, at about 7 or 8 o'clock GMT every day during that tour. Nefeta B says, I keep asking the question, why did the media not cover the other royals? They covered Meghan the entire time she was on maternity leave with fake stories. Because they know that certain royals get more attention and therefore they get more money. A lot of the bottom line is it's about money, where they think they can get the most bang for their buck out of. And at the moment, Meghan is the golden goose. She is the royal that just keeps on giving, and they are capitalising on her. There's a whole plethora of reasons, like I've said before, and yeah, they think they can get the column inches all out of Meghan, and hey, they can. They've proved they can get the column inches and the interest out of Meghan. Whereas if they were to, I don't know, Princess Anne flies private jet. I mean, people might not be quite so whipped up about Princess Anne flying a private jet. They'd be scared of Princess Anne's rebuke, wouldn't they? Sabrina has donated $10 US. Have a relaxing night and put your feet up. After this, I am going to pack away my set and I am going to relax and have a cup of tea and watch some vlogs. Not my own. So thank you so much to you, and of course you get a golden fan club and a kiss from me. Right, I am going to have to go before my probably 20% is nearly gone. So I am going to wrap up this chat just maybe 10 minutes earlier than what I normally do. So I will hopefully do a chat tomorrow, a live chat tomorrow. If we have, yeah, I will do one saying who's been at Balmoral, and of course, if we have any other news stories come out, I will of course update you. Now before I go off, now I was meaning to do this because usually whilst I'm on air on a Saturday, there's always a big royal story that comes out for Sunday that I always miss. And oh no, not yet. Not yet, it's fine. We haven't missed any. No, it's fine. We haven't missed any stories, so that's good. So, I want to say thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you for supporting me and my family through a very difficult time. Thank you for all the amazing patrons who have joined Patreon to support me and the channel. And I really do enjoy our Patreon-only Friday night chats. They are amazing. And I just want to thank everyone for being a part of that. I will be doing my weekly vlog on Elliot's British Life, premiering tomorrow at 12 o'clock GMT. So I'm hoping as many of you can join me for that. But like I say, it is filmed during a difficult period in my life. So so there we go. That's kind of what the theme will be about for that. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also do hit that notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I don't need to have a drink. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.